Rising. This is your June 2025 reading coming up here in just a moment. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are brand new, my name's Cody. I'm your Conscious Soul Reader. If you are already a YouTube subscriber, welcome back. Thank you all for your continued love and support. I really appreciate it. You'll also notice that I am now offering memberships here on this channel. Just tap that join button to check out the different levels that I offer. You're going to want to consider at least getting that base level 1 when we start doing the subscriber only lives, membership only lives, excuse me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. This will alert you every time I go live or post content. Make sure you are a part of the soul family. If you're interested in personal reading, everything's going to be in the description box. That link tree there is going to take you to my website. We'll also notice I'm booking mentorships. At the bottom of that link tree shows you all the other platforms where I go live and post content. Recognize any of those? Go ahead and give me a follow. We'll get started here looking at week by week. Big energy coming up here in June. Things are really starting to amp up celestially. I'm sure you all have heard. Jupiter going into Cancer. Lots of abundance. If you have Cancer placements. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and look week by week. Cards will be pulled first, and then we will conduct the reading. Here we go. Week number 1. Week number 2. Week number 3. Devil. Week number 4. Chariot. 9 of Cups. King of Swords. 8 of Wands. Moon. World. 10. Go. Okay. Virgo. Week number 1. 10 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles. Week number 2. Wheel of Fortune. High Priestess. Week number 3. Queen of Coins. 7 of Wands. Week number 4. The Lovers. 8 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. King of Wands. King of Cups. 5 of Wands. Justice. Hangman. Hierophant. Hermit. Sun. What else for Virgo? What else for Virgo? Okay. What else for Virgo? Week number 1. Empress. 8 of Cups. Week number 2. King of Swords. 2 of Swords. Week number 3. King of Cups. Tower. Week number 4. Queen of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. Hangman. 14 of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Lovers. The Moon. Great Ones. Until season 1 full. Wow. Okay. I don't know what Virgo placements I'm reading for, but this is possibly a continuation of last month. Last month there was, I believe the title was Caught Red-Handed. I even received a thumbs down on it. I don't know if it was an accident. I may have a little hater out there who watches my stuff. Big love. Your views still help. Interactions still help. So keep it coming, you know. I think somebody didn't like the message, but the message continues here. This month, we have a realization. It's either with a parent or with a partnership or a marriage-like connection. You could have kids together. This could be with a mother. You could be receiving assistance from a mother who is helping you in the family. I've got a family card here in the runout. We have the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords. I've got the Queen of Pentacles twice here, which is a very maternal energy. There is toxicity, a Tower with the King of Cups and the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands continues here with the Queen of Pentacles, some sort of a divine choice here with 8 of Pentacles twice. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Not only are you making plans, but everybody around you is also on board with helping you plan, to work this plan, to get this going in some sort of a new direction. But everybody's got their defenses up big time, big time, big time, big time. The toxicity has been identified and removed by this 3rd week. Let's start here. This is wow. By the 2nd week, we've got a removal. But again, let's get here. There is divine wisdom coming in. Something here, 10 of Swords, 7 of Coins, 8 of Cups. This is something that has been going on potentially for a very long time. The 10 of Swords is just completely had it. Completely had it. This is all kinds of lies, betrayal, deception. This is realizing that this was some sort of act that has happened, that has been concocted for a very long time. This could be somebody's behavioral. This is a moral compass. That this is just the way that they are. This is something that could have been instilled since birth with somebody. If this is a toxic parent. If this is a toxic parent, then a narcissistic parent, whatever, then there is divine intervention here. where you're finally able to just completely end this. You've had it. You've had enough. And now the action has started to build here to protect yourself and to stick with this plan no matter what for the rest of your life, forever after. Everybody is finally very, very aware of who they're dealing with. This could be a relationship finally ending. You may have been trying desperately to try to make this work. We've had the Queen of Swords come out and then the Five of Wands. This is debating, this is competition, this is arguments, this is somebody standing in their truth. You know, I found this, I see this, and there being a bunch of back chat. I'm noticing this. I'm feeling like I'm seeing something very clearly. There could be gaslighting happening here where somebody is completely trying to flip things back on you and you see that this is just how they operate. This may have been something that has been instilled since birth. And you're finally calling it here, saying, I finally see this for what it is. I finally see this for what it is, especially with the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Affirmation. We've got this, okay, so now what? If not this, then what? Moving into this masculine energy, making more confident choices, head over heart. The blocks go up for your mind, and now you're just running on complete and total divine guidance here. This is this karmic lesson that has finally locked in. You're finally seeing this clearly for what it is. Look at this mind's eye with the High Priestess. Your mind is blocked, but your mind's eye is wide open. Finally opened your eyes. Wheel of Fortune. And now you're seeing this as some sort of destined moment for you to stand in your power, stand confidently in your power. We have this motion starting to happen here. This realization here of the Tower card is the Ten of Swords ultimately starting to look real. You could have a toxic partner, a toxic family member. Somebody here is trying to intervene, trying to defend themselves, but there is a lot of persistent energy here that is seeing this for what it is. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. There's Seven of Wands. This is very defensive. This is very guarded. This is super aware. This is almost as if it's just too late. Everything has been revealed. There's no going back. Seven of Wands, Seven of Wands. There is no going back. The Death card, the Tower card. These are not to be undone. These are to be realized and moved from based on an awakening, a realization of something. The Judgment card is also very similar to the Death card. That is an awakening. It hasn't quite kicked in yet because preservation mode is in full effect here. We've got a lot of people coming up to put their defenses up. This could be somebody, stepping in to help you do what it takes to block this person mentally from having access to infiltrate you. Your kindness, your compassions to work and prey on your vulnerabilities here. There's a lot of resistance. There's a lot of support you're getting here. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is. This is support. We've got the Eight of Pentacles twice over here. This is basically the troops rallying around to protect you. Everybody has stepped in. If this is not everybody, this is your divine realization. This is a major decision to finally start defending yourself and working a plan forward. This is actually very progressive. Let's get some clarification here. We'll get a little bit more information. We'll do the run out and then we'll get an outcome. What is a bit more information for the cards out here? Tell me about the Five of Wands. Lies, with a relationship, there is the Emperor. Look at the Empress, the Emperor, lies, deception, this partnership, relationship, divine connection here. This is Archangel Raphael. This was a divine pairing where there was supposed to be. Now you're having to just move away from and regroup. This is cheating, deception, lies, but this is divine realization with who you're dealing with. If you are divine feminine, you're moving into this very fixed, confident, assured message here. You're not letting somebody try to lie to you anymore. You're taking a very confident approach and making some decisions regarding lies from somebody trying to deceive you. Others of you, I mean, literally, this is somebody who cheated, lied, deceived you. The snake here up the tree with this divine pairing, Adam and Eve. And then there's to deceive. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. High Priestess. Look at this divine knowledge stepping in. I know what I know. Protecting yourself emotionally. This is removing your emotions immediately. You trust this. You don't care what these lies are. You're like, I don't hear it. I don't hear it. I know what I know. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. Full cards, sideways, towards the past. In the past, you may have bought this. In the past, you probably would have believed this, but now that you know what you know, baby. Oh, I'm not calling you. Now that you know what you know, bam. You can't unknow this. Lies, deception, cheating. Tell me about the Two of Swords. I think this is all pretty self-explanatory. Ooh. Look at that. Queen of Cups, King of Swords, King of Swords. Look at this. Blocked. Love blocked. What's over here? Ace of Cups towards the past. Your emotions are already removed. This is a thing of the past. This is a realization of things. This is, I don't care what this person is laying it on thick. They are just trying so badly to sell you their version of their truth. And you are protecting your heart here. Look at this. Look at this energy here. Protecting your heart. You in the past would have believed this because you're all in. This is a mother figure. This is you finally putting your boundaries up against somebody who is becoming a realization. If you're understanding a parent, you know, this is possibly a mother who's helping you work through the realization of who you're dealing with. Or this is you putting your guard up regarding this, you know, this lies. Look at this, Nine of Swords. These lies. You're in your head a little bit here, but I think you're divinely protected by removing your thoughts. Your thoughts are what's protecting you right now. This inability to sleep, this inability to have rest. This is giving you some sort of clarity here. Okay, let's look at the Devil. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, that's way too many. There's that awakening I was talking about. Look at this opportunity to finally wake up. To finally be able to say, look, this is my chance. This was a divine gift to be awake and aware. Not even upset about this. This is about just, seeing it for what it is and working it. Tell me the Tower. Tower. The World card. Too many. I'm going to calm all the way down. Look at the Eight of Swords, Two of Swords. I'll take those. Look at you. Look at you. The door is closed. Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords, Two of Swords. The door is closed. Ten of Swords. Look at this. Blind. Your truth is here. You're not hearing this. You're just stuck in thought about what's happening here. And all the lies that keep on coming up, you're just like, I can't believe this. I cannot even believe this. Eight of Swords, Two of Swords. What is this? What are they thinking? Okay. Tell me here about the Seven of Wands, since it started twice. Seven of Wands. Okay, Star card. The healing begins. The karmic lesson is realized about the competition, this other party, the fighting, the deception, somebody keeping you in complete limbo, trying to keep you completely confused here, pushing you aside, bringing you back, maybe presenting themselves as a bit of a victim to keep you on the hook. This is a very martyred, look at the cross here, this is a very martyred energy. And you're seeing this. This is this divine wisdom finally coming in from this karmic lesson. So the healing begins. This is you finally figuring out what you've been stuck with. There's 5 and 5 making 10. The completion. Lots of completion finally being realized. There's another Eight of Pentacles, a third. Let's do the run out from the bottom. So we have Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, Taurus, Scorpio, and Capricorn. Okay, so this is actually a continuation of the story. The run out is now you're going to be rebuilding. There's going to be this understanding of what you're dealing with. Ten of Wands, the family, overcoming, moving forward. Now the responsibilities are kind of coming to focus here, where you're seeing your direction, you're seeing your path forward. A plan is starting to be implemented. You're actually feeling pretty confident whenever you start working a plan and protecting yourself immediately, moving into work mode, basically. This is moving into work mode where you're starting to attack this as if it is a problem to be resolved. There is the Hanged Man, that King of Cups, and the King of Swords. Once again, these two divine masculines, there is either this martyrdom that's coming forward where somebody is trying to plead their case and you've got your defenses up. This is a truth realized about what you're dealing with, and now there is a really long duration here. There's sitting energy, there's hanging around, there's a problem being worked and a plan being implemented. Is this instant? Sometimes not. When we're dealing with family, when we're dealing with marriage, when we're dealing with a partnership, if you guys have kids, if you guys are indeed in contract of marriage, there is some doing to do. If somebody is fearful of being let go, they will try everything in their power to work at your defenses, to try to wear down your defenses, your boundaries, to try to tell you a version of their truth once you've already realized something here. Now we've got the disappointment, the Five of Wands. You're holding fast to this. This is a lot of conversation happening here where there's not much difference happening. I think some of you are getting a little tired of sitting in this energy. It gets old fast. I think this gets old fast, hearing the same old thing over and over again, the Five of Wands. This kind of puts the pressure on you here. Knight of Swords, the Justice card, the Moon card. I think the more that they're trying to tell you, the more they're trying to sell you, you're just not making sense of any of it. And this puts you in this really clear understanding of kind of putting that pressure on for you to take action. You're taking action now. I've got the plan. This is some sort of This is news about you. Okay, yes, I see where I need to start doing some work. Hangman, I will own up to my responsibilities while we're letting go, while we are moving from one to the other, closing these cycles out. With the World card, this is a very big deal. We've got marriage, marriage-like connection, divine partnerships. This could be family stuff. This takes a minute for you to get that boundary built of something that's been going on since birth. I mean, it takes a minute. It takes a minute for that news to sink in, for somebody to finally get it. For you to just plead your case and say, look, I've had it and I mean it. And now maybe some of you might be looking at moving. You know, it's that serious. It's come to that where you're just like, you know, I should just move and disappear. Make it to where you cannot find me. If somebody has access to you, if your family members know how to find you and they are toxic and they will not stop, some of you may be planning on how to get that total liberation here. The Moon card, the Hermit card. You want desperately to get away from this. This is strong independence coming out here. I see you guys looking ahead, like if I can just stick to this, if I can just focus on this. We've got the Sun card and the Three of Wands. Look at how much better you feel. If you feel lighter about a situation after starting to feel like what your future could be, this is where you're meant to go. That is that intuitive guide pulling you forward. If it feels heavy about staying somewhere and believing it again and working through something just to appease something that you've already connected to through a series of lies and deception, and if it makes you feel weighted down, if you feel deep in your soul that this is something that you just cannot live with, but the future looks so much better if you just buckle down, do the work, and take action here. Okay, let's get some oracle. Okay, we got Cancer, again Taurus, Libra, again Gemini, strong Pisces, and Virgo showing up to your own reading. Introspection being called on for you, young Virgos. Let's get some life messages. Openness, letting go, pressing into light. Truth, discovering. Okay, so Virgos, we've got you guys hesitating just a little bit about this, and I do get it, because when you're involved with something so deeply and for so long, or if you're so intertwined with somebody, or if there's a lot involved with the connection of each other and then the disillusion of one another, this is difficult. I get it. Trust me, I've done it a few times. But this ascension, the healing, ascending and healing, this is a new phase. This is preparation for transcending these obstacles here. I do see you guys taking the risk eventually. There is hesitation for sure, because you're a little bit worried. I do see you standing your ground here against somebody trying to convince you to move forward with them, to try to giving you what you need, but you're not really tempted by it. Great. Not enough. Not today. You guys, I think, have had it here. Let's look here. My greatest truth lies within me. A divine voice whispers from my inner self. I listen closely, releasing control. In doing so, I find the answers I seek. I am in harmony with myself, embracing God's love, the truth that guides me towards my fullest radiance. This is an inner realization. I think you guys can feel this. Authenticity is a vibrational feeling that comes from within, and you can tell. This is why we can tell when people are lying, is because that is an inauthentic vibration. I think you're finally realizing when you're aware of information you're getting and it feels true and then somebody starts to try to keep on selling you those lies and it feels like a lie, believe that, okay? There is something there, I promise you. I release my worries into divine hands and welcome my inner peace, trusting that all is aligned for my highest good. I know angels are guiding me through any challenges. Letting go opens the path to something even greater. Yep. Ascension. This is rejection for divine protection and redirection, my babies. This is ascension, preparing for this new phase. And it's not always about removing one person so that we can get involved with another person. Stop wound mating. Stop practice partnering. Start focusing on your ascension. Fall in love with your purpose. Fall in love with your path. Everything else in your world falls into place as a result of that. I promise you. Everything else that you've been sold, if it's coming from the television, basically, it's a lie. Okay, y'all? Crossing into the light, I face a new bridge on my journey to inner transformation. Like every day, I practice the laws of universal love. I approach the current situation with positivity, knowing it will help me grow and evolve. As I cross this bridge towards the light, I am reminded of the true meaning of life, your purpose. This is the only thing you will ever have for the rest of your life. Everything else is temporary. You have to let go of the idea. You have to focus on the truth of your willingness to accept something for what it is and not what it's being told to you of what it should be, what it could be, what it's sorry that it wasn't. I trust that when one door closes, another one opens. Today, I have faith in the universe, in myself, and in life. No matter what has happened before, I believe something better is on its way. Holy divine message. By letting go of the past, I am ready to embrace the new opportunities that await me. Again, falling in love with your purpose, releasing old beliefs and limitations, these lies that were sold to us by, the powers that be, everything that's already been constructed that we were put into. This is about remembering your future, people. Release your old beliefs and limitations. Open yourself to new ideas and endless possibilities. Embrace adaptability and the freedom to explore new perspectives. As you let go of the past, you unlock deeper layers of your potential and discover the expansive worlds within. Goodness, the inner sense. As I quiet the noise of my mind and tune into the voice in my heart, I trust myself and embrace the wisdom of my intuition. My inner truth is divine truth, guiding and influencing me every day, that vibration from within. This is something that is going to resonate. And if you don't listen to it, outside angels, your sources, God will interfere. That is the devil card. That is that tower card. That is the death card. Interference. I see you guys finally getting the message here. If you need to book a personal reading, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it here. Check that link tree in the description box. This will take you to my website where you can book there. You'll also notice I'm offering mentorships, which have been going fantastic. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Bottom of that link tree is going to have all the other platforms where I go live and post content. Make sure you're following me if you recognize any of those. Also offering memberships here on YouTube. I am now a paid partner. Thank y'all so much for your contribution to that. If you hit that join button, this will show you all the different tiers of memberships that I offer. The base one will have access to my live streams and then so on and so forth from there. Be sure to check those out. Worth it and very affordable. Open access to all, yes. All the health, wealth again, Virgos. I hope y'all have a beautiful June. I will see y'all next month very soon. All of those other content too. The love readings, the singles readings, those are going to go to the membership. So if you like those readings, if you're interested in any of those, you're going to want to consider putting it in the budget, my kids. It's $3 and up. Big love, everybody. See y'all soon.